What's going on, guys? We are back in the shop. Tonight is Monday night. It is freezing outside. We've got the turbo heater going on right now. Hopefully you can hear me decently. But big news today, we just got a shipment in from our sponsors, a set of full coilovers from BC Racing. Those are going to give us all of the adjustability that we need and the performance that we're going to have on this C6 suspension all the way around on this C10. It's going to be able to give us the ride height and adjustability and really help us out on the track, because this truck is going to be raced. We are going to autocross this truck, and we are also going to road race this truck. We plan on competing at the Holly LS Fest East and West this year, as well as entering it into an American endurance racing event. We really think that it's going to be a fun truck to drive, and that's what it's meant for. It's going to be a race truck. Now, another awesome sponsor that we landed was AEM Performance Electronics. They hooked us up mighty fine with one of their brand new CD7 carbon digital dashes. So that is going to be our display cluster in the C10. I'm really excited about this because they have a customizable screen feature to where you can actually use their screen display editor and kind of create your own unique look, and also your screen that if there's a warning light that comes on. And I've got a really cool idea for that, and I think once we get there and get that done, you guys are really going to think it's cool too. So you'll have to wait and check that out when we get to that step. Bruce is currently working on the front suspension, getting it aligned and fit up just a hair more before we start finalizing welding it in. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on getting the C10 cab unbolted and ready to lift off. We've got the other one next door in my other garage. That one's the one that we're going to use, so we got to get that one prepped, ready for paint, and then put onto the C10 frame. Lifting the cab off is also going to give us a lot better access to mating the rear frame up, boxing it in, and getting that all situated as well. So we are welding in a tie brace, and got a little bit more adjusting to do on this front Corvette suspension before we make our final weld and get it mated in there. So, but that is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get these BC Racing coilovers opened up because I am just super excited to check them out. So BC Racing was one of the first companies that I reached out to for this project, just because of what we were doing. With the Corvette suspension, I figured that no one else would be better than BC Racing to supply us with a set of custom coilovers for this truck, and they did not disappoint. Cody down there was more than willing to help out, and we are super excited to be partnered with them on this project. So we are going to open these guys up, check them out. I'm just stoked to see them, and they are going to be getting installed very soon as we are nearing completion on the suspension. I am caught on this brake line right here, and it's not doing me any good. Always got the pocket knife handy. Get this guy sliced and diced. Get these bad boys opened up. You have to say their boxing is quite impressive. Got some stickers. And there they are, folks. nice and shiny. You might say it's a Corvette, but it's a C10. I'm super excited for these guys. It is really going to make this truck handle amazing, and really just give it that overall finished look that a race truck should have, needing coilovers. It's also going to eliminate the crossover leaf spring. We are not going to need that with the coilovers. The coilovers, depending on what spring rate we need, once we get the engine and transmission mounted in and the turbos and all that weight back here, we are going to be able to adjust our ride height with them, and also give us the correct suspension that we need because of the weight imbalance that we're doing in this truck. So that's also a very fair point as to why we got them, why we reached out to them, and we are just super excited to be working with them and partnered with them on this project and another project that we are working on here also, and you will see. So we're going to get to working on the front suspension some more. I just wanted to show you an update on the parts that came in today, and I'm just super excited. So let's get to it. Currently working on cutting the center of this section out that the Corvette frame is going to be replacing. We wanted to get it welded down in, so we have our front bumper support and port support mounts where they're going to be. They're not going to move. We've got the Corvette suspension all where it's going to go. The front bumper that we cut up and used as our strength piece because it's nice strong steel. It's going to give it that rigidity. Working on getting that cut out right now. So you can see we've got the section of the C10 frame removed. So now we have open access for the rack and pinion. Where the rack and pinion mounts is in those tabs right there, and the similar tabs on that side. But on this side is where the steering shaft goes into it. It's got the really big section on the top. So we needed a lot of room for that. So we removed the C10 frame, got it welded in place, and then we are going to be tying the two together for about 1.5 feet to make it one frame, and then we're going to be boxing that frame in, and then mating it also, boxing it in on the outside of the frame rail to make it nice and stiff. We're also going to be having the full roll cage come in here, so the roll cage will be coming out and down, tying everything together nicely. It'll definitely make this frame strong enough, and don't really have any concerns or questions about that. for a Monday night, we got a lot done.
And I'm whipped.
He's whipped. It's Monday night, and we've got the front suspension welded in. Weld's looking real nice, and got room to put the rack and pinion in without any clearance issues that the truck frame was giving us in here. Gonna tie it all together, make it nice and strong. Still have the front section to work on a little bit, clean it up, make it look a little nicer, and then give this some more strength, because that's gonna have the radiator, the core support, the front fenders, the whole front resting on it basically. But like I said earlier, we are going to have the roll cage coming out and tying into this front structure, so that's going to stiffen it up even more. But I mean, right now it is already pretty stiffer than I was imagining that it was going to be in the current state. But soon we'll be throwing on the BC Racing coilovers all the way around. This is getting just that much closer to being a roller on the Corvette suspension. I still need some wheels. Looking for basically any set of Corvette C7 or C6 Z06 ZR1 style right now. Basically trying to get the best bang for my buck on the wheels with some OEM ones, not replicas, because we are going to be racing this, and the OEM ones are just going to hold up a lot nicer. So I think that's it for Monday night. We're tired. We're going to go and split our paths for tonight. Probably I'm going to get some ice cream. I don't know about him, but chocolate's always a must.